Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. It's kind of crazy because it was 92 degrees today, and it's chilly tonight. It's actually chilly out here right now, and this fire actually feels really, really good. That's the crazy thing about the weather, man, especially around DC. You don't like the weather, wait 24 hours because it'll change on you. All right, so I had an epiphany tonight during my live stream. It's been crazy. My life has been crazy since the football season ended. I've cut back on the candy, the sodas, the sugar. I say cut back because I have been eating a couple of Twix bars. I have to admit that this week. And I did have a rum and Coke last night to celebrate with my man Jet D. But life has just been crazy working on that red brick house and trying to get it done. I want to be done with it before training camp, because if I can be done with it before training camp, I feel I will go to training camp. So that's my goal, is I want to be done with that. And that way I can say, I'm taking a break and I'm going to training camp and enjoy that. So that's why I'm trying to get that thing done. Not only because I want to go to training camp, but because, you know, we have jobs. As much as I would love to be able to say YouTube is my job and be like, you know, one of the cowboy writers where that's all I do, I have to support myself. And so what I do is I can build things and maintain houses and stuff. So if I can get the red brick house done for a place for us to stay, it becomes my office, it becomes my studio, I can replicate what I do here, there, the same way that I do here, because I've been sacrificing to get that thing done. But sometimes you have to put in the work to get the results. So it's the off season. If I bust ass now, by the time the season gets here, everything will be great. And that's been my goal and my focus. But I had an epiphany tonight when we were doing the live stream. I was talking about Micah Parsons, who says, you know, I might be playing 8 positions, every spot across the line. I'll be playing some in the secondary. And it's hit me exactly why that is like an incredible idea. We've already seen Micah Parsons play linebacker. We've seen him play in the secondary. We've seen him cover guys. We've seen him playing on the edge. We've seen him move around all over the place. This isn't anything new. But what Micah Parsons has done with his body is he's gotten himself thicker, stronger, faster. He is a man on a mission. But see, here's what you have to understand about football. And one of the problems the Cowboys have had. The Cowboys typically, during the Jason Garrett era, and even you can go back to the 90s, we just had better personnel to line up with. When we had the Great Wall of Dallas, you could tell them, we're running in the A-gap, and you can't stop us, because they were that good and that dominant. And when you think about when we had DeMarco Murray with the Dallas Cowboys offensive line, and Tyron Smith and Travis Frederick and Zach Martin in their heyday, you could pretty much do that as well. You could just line up and run the damn ball. You didn't have to get cute. But see, football is about being where they're not. Even the bad teams are good. They're not great, but they're good. Anybody can beat you. And what you have to do is put doubt in people's heads. That's why 12 personnel works so good. Because 12 personnel, the Cowboys last year, they could go 5 wideouts out of it. They could run the ball with numbers. You could pick and choose to attack a weakness. So here's the thing with Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons has been so dominant that the quarterback has to go ahead and call the protection. Micah Parsons is over there. Let's roll the protection over there. Well, here's the problem. If he's not always over there in that spot, sometimes he's over here. Oh, roll the protection that way. And as I was pointing out, let's say you got Mozzie Smith in one A gap, and you have Micah Parsons standing up in the other A gap. Guys, he's right there. Now, Micah Parsons is so, he just flew right in there. I'm off to a flame, burned by the fire. He's so dominant that he can shoot the gap before the guard and the center can have a chance to get him. And I can guarantee you the quarterback will be shitting his pants because he's worried about where he's at. And that, my friends, is the beauty of that. When you have a player who's as dominant as Micah Parsons, they used to do the same thing with Lawrence Taylor. He'd move all over the place. When we had Charles Haley at JMU, he played middle linebacker, he played outside linebacker, because you didn't know where he was coming. All you knew was, we got to find where that guy is. And what happens is, you get so focused in on looking for Micah Parsons, as he said it, it's not so much about me getting sacks as having impactful plays. The thing is because you're so worried about Micah Parsons and stopping him, that opens up the floodgates for somebody else. And the Dallas Cowboys, if you are Dan Quinn, you are probably happier right now being the defensive coordinator for this group of guys than you would be a head coach starting a whole roster. Because you literally have all these pieces of guys and so many different things that you can do. You know, it's kind of like, I think it's Burger King. You know, because Burger King has, you know, where you have the Whopper your way. You can have the Whopper however you want it, right? Here's the thing about the Whopper. I think they say that you can have the Whopper like 217,000 different combinations. So if you want to have ketchup and mayonnaise, or ketchup, mayonnaise, and onion, or ketchup, mayonnaise, onion, pickle, or, you know what I mean? You could, or no, you don't want the mayonnaise, you just want the lettuce and tomato. You know, there's so many different combinations you can make. And so you've already got D-Law, who's been working in on the inside. And I can guarantee you what the Cowboys are going to have is a complete speed rush, where they might take D-Law and move him inside, right? Put D-Law inside. Put Sam Williams outside at outside linebacker. Take Micah Parsons, maybe put him, you know, standing up inside, you know, on the 3 gap. And have Dante Fowler or Dorrance Armstrong outside there. You know, where you've got 4 guys that are just fast as hell that are going to be able to just right up field and get the quarterback. That'll end up being what's known as a lookout block. You know what a lookout block is? That's when the offensive linemen are just getting beat so bad they turn around and say, look out. Look out. Yeah. And that, my friends, is what I think we're talking about with this defense. And now that you've got Stephon Gilmore, who is definitely an upgrade over Anthony Brown. No shade on Anthony Brown. He was good for us. But Stephon Gilmore is better. And you've got great safety plays that can do run support and cover people. And you've got speed linebackers that are in there. You can go after the quarterback without having to blitz. And that's where this defense can be deadly. And that, my friends, is what's been missing from this team for a long time. Eagle fans will bust on us, or actually everybody will bust on us and say, well, Cowboy fans, every year they say this is going to be our year. I'm not saying that this is going to be our year. I have not said that. Didn't say that last year. But I say I like our chances of what we can do with the personnel that we have. And hopefully we do something with the personnel we have. But sometimes it doesn't matter who you have. It's really how the ball bounces. So, for those of you who don't know, I don't know what the next 6 days are going to be like. Well, no, I can say tomorrow won't be a problem to broadcast. I got a 6:30 flight tomorrow morning. Going on a cruise with the missus and some friends to celebrate 20 years of being together. And the ship leaves out on Sunday and comes back on Friday. And so, allegedly, Virgin Atlantic has the best Wi-Fi system. I know when I was on the last Carnival cruise, I think I spent $30 a day for some ass, and I mean ass Wi-Fi and internet, because it didn't do shit. But hopefully we'll be able to keep up with the Cowboys going into minicamp next week. And if not, hopefully I'll be back here, and Friday I'll be back to broadcasting what we have. And regardless, if you want to know something about the Scarlet Lady, the Virgin Atlantic cruises, I'll definitely be having some reviews on the trip. Let me say from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate all you people. And I said this on the other channel, but it was so crazy today, just before I left the Red Brick House, and I don't know, I'm having withdrawal that I won't be able to work on it for a week. So I'm feeling a certain kind of way right now. And I had this lady who stopped by and brought me peanut butter fudge as a thank you for working on this house. There's so many people that I have met that have wanted to see the house and want to say thank you or just give some kind words, that it's literally like deja vu of how we used to be as people. And it feels really, really good to be able to have a conversation with people without fighting over whatever views and this, that, and the other. And I wish that we could get back to being civil with each other. I really do. But I got to get ready for this trip. And as always, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And remember to tell the people you love them. You might not get the chance again, and I love you guys. God willing, I'll see you in the morning. Peace.